Now our next presenter is Zsolt Vasáros, and he made a lot of effort to arrive because of the storm. So let's have a warm welcome for him. He is presenting Narmer Architecture Studio, and he will talk about Pecha Observatory on Monkey Island, and maybe he will have a better translation for that. Zsolt was born in 73 in Tapolca, which is super close, and his childhood is linked to Zalahaláp, which is this town, to his parental grandparents, who had a vineyard and a cellar a few hundred meters away. He studied architecture, archaeology, and Egyptology, and graduated as an architect in 1997. In 2000, he founded Narmer Architecture Studio, known primarily for his innovative projects, especially in museums, archaeological and natural environments. He has also worked on international projects mainly in crisis zones in Egypt, Syria, Iraq, and Mexico. So, welcome on stage, Zsolt.
Thank you for the introduction, and welcome for everybody. The mentioned vineyard, which was a belonging of my grandparents, is not anymore ours. Please don't ask me for wine. I would like to show you tonight a very interesting project, and it was a cooperation between our studio and the Doctoral School of Architecture at our faculty. You can see on this first slide the site. This is in northeast of Hungary, the place called Bánya, which is a Slavic word. Rudna is iron and bánya is the mine. And you can see a lake, and this timetable can help you to have an orientation, because the site was born 10 million years ago, and the excavations started in 1965-67, as you can see. The first intervention was built in 1977. And on the right side, you can see a picture from the 30s when the mine was really active. The next one in the 70s, in the past century, when the paleontologists discovered some very interesting bone fragments, which were part of this very, very special ape-like creature. It wasn't an ape, and it was not a human being. But this creature played a very, very important role in the human evolution. This became this fine spot became world famous, but the site not really. At that time, the local mayor of the city and the paleontologist made great efforts to cover the site. You can see this very, very simple roof and a very simple wooden house as a visitor center. But just a few years after, when the iron mine was closed, the site was really abandoned. The groundwater came up when the mine was closed in the 80s, mid of the 80s, and this really interesting and beautiful landscape was established, let's say. And this one was a background of a lot of movies or fantasy films, and of course later on the paleontologist. As the current mayor of the city told me several times, please design a much better building like this one, because the local people are having a great interest for metals, and they took everything. And this is the result. That was our brief, let's say, from the mayor. Let's design something from concrete to survive the next decades and maybe the next centuries, to protect the site and to design really something interesting. And you can see on that corner the known paleontological site. We doubled that surface because we knew that the site was much bigger, and we just designed a very simple box from reinforced cast in situ concrete, and that's the result. It was finally built. We did it together with 3 doctoral students, and from a Swiss foundation we won 1 million Swiss francs 10 years ago or 8 years ago. At that time it was a sum. It was enough to realize this whole building, to realize this very small visitor center. This is an entrance building, and here you can see the famous 7 tons asymmetrical iron doors. You can see on the next picture how they're working. Everything was built from cast in situ concrete. Even the door, it has just one pillow here. Thanks for the Gripen factory in Sweden, we got two original pillows from the fighters. That was strong enough to hold these 7 tons cast in situ doors, and everything was built from the same material. This is a close-up from the door. Just the frame, just this frame was made from steel. Nothing else. And the tour starting here in the entrance building, and everything is designed for the disabled people. There are very long ramps. This one is leading to the entrance, and the uppermost is going back to the entrance building. And 2 details. Here you can see the core. This is the protective building which protects the sides, and around this core you have this sloping pathways. There are a lot of tricks, and thanks to Balázs Danyi, he's a very famous Hungarian photographer. He did a series of photographs of last winter, and it was very impressive. And I was very happy when I got these pictures just last week. And what about the color? In this picture, you can see the color of the ground. When we started with the survey of the site and to start the soil, we got this color, and we decided, okay, let's have this for the building. And you can see the one moment of the building site, and on the other picture you saw three very serious guys. One was the mayor, the other 2 the head of the technical office, and they were shocked after the first cast. But finally everyone was happy with the result, and the whole thing was opened in 6 years ago. And nowadays there is a multimedia show inside, the small exhibition which focuses on the results of the past years, of the excavations from the past years. And as I told you, it was a really nice collaboration between the practice and the doctoral school, and I wish you the same successes. Thank you.